They fought. There's been the back and forth,
Yeah.
and we've seen them go back and forth. And that's a local though. When the money's on the line, the prize like this on the line with a run back, things might be hidden just a little bit different.
Sure. There's a lot more at stake when it comes to something of this caliber, right? You have the season final. It's Nephew versus Samurai. You see the full-on breakdown and how they qualified, where they're hailing from. You see the main characters. That's going to be what's important right here. Kolin versus Akuma.
Look, Kolin versus Akuma is one of those things where it's going to be tricky to stop Akuma, I feel like. But Nephew is one of these players who's went through every option when it comes to taking down some of the higher threats. On top of that, he gets to play with Punk on top of that. I feel like he's refined his play so much over the past year and a half. He was already ridiculous, but he's refined his play even more so over the past year and a half. Then you look at Samurai, who, like we just said, who's in the astral plane playing Street Fighter V, right? We've seen him time and time out. And even like you said, I remember we went to a Red Bull Conquest or something up in his area, and he did an amazing job in one of the matches he was talking about. Nephew. Let's get into it. Nephew versus Samurai, the SFL Classic. Here we go.
So we talk about the SFL Classic. These guys have been both teammates and rivals. They still are rivals to this very day, right? Again, this is the kind of matchup that is going to be unhinged when it comes to figuring out what the other person wants to do. It's going to be majority reads than it is going to be on paper. We talked to Nephew again a little bit about how he wants to kind of go about this matchup, and so far it's been playing out well. Pushing Samurai already into the corner. Now we're going back to the fireball game. Trigger is on deck for Samurai.
And that's exactly what he said. Nephew said, hey, I want to keep Akuma in the corner. I have to be weary of the fireballs because that's one of the best things he has in this matchup. And that's exactly what I mean. He knows how to categorize what he needs to take care of, what's going to slow him down, and he plays around it actively. And I feel like Samurai is just the same, but on the other side of it, he's just prepared on the sense of being like, you know what, I know what this character wants to do. I've played Nephew enough. I'm going to change my game to affect that. And Samurai is the ultimate in calm, cool, and collected when it comes to Akuma.
Speaking of cool, Nephew already busting out the V-trigger. Too big whiff punish.
Oh,
even
not
bigger
enough.
Punish coming from the side of Samurai, but no critical art on deck yet. But any hit confirmed will be more than enough. And he finds it. Kuretsuha.
Smoked. Shout out to my bro Yipes. Smoked. That man got cooked. And just like that, the turnaround was instantaneous. It looked like it was over. This dude Samurai brought it all the way back.
Again, that was such a patient effort from Samurai. Walking him down outside of the corner. Because Nephew, again, he was willing to take the blocks on the fireball. He was slowly building up that V gauge until he got that V trigger.
Oh. Back to this corner once again. In control of Samurai. Fan-like kick, EX Parabellum hands, gets out of the corner, gets the sweep cancel, and back to the middle of the
You're going to interrupt that? You're going to interrupt a crouch strong like that with the stand jab.
Nephew's tick throws coming up. I'm telling you, he loves it. It's like a car wash. Oh, uh-oh.
Go on.
A car wash and a body wash. Hold up. Nephew's tick throws. What did I say? He activates and is like, yo, you're about to get scooped. No matter how you slice it, you're going to get ticked, then thrown. He needs his own brand of cereal or something. That's ridiculous, dude.
It's bad enough that he's on TikTok. Now he's doing tick throws? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, big counter.
Tick throws and TikTok.
Yes, sir. The damage already pushing to the corner. Samurai getting another throw off. No stopping the jump out against Nephew.
And he seemed prepared for it, just didn't pull the trigger on that dragon punch.
No cross cut, no back fierce, nothing. Now it's all Nephew.
Big damage on the table here. And still stuck in this corner that's going to be stunned and also full CA. Goes for the reset.
You're nasty!
And that is
You're
for
so nasty!
the kill.
You're so nasty!
We already knew that wasn't going to kill.
Unnecessary.
He went for a reset for a perfect
unnecessary rough. He literally put himself into the corner.
That was necessary.
Out of the corner.
That was 100% necessary.
That was bad.
That was 100% necessary. He wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah,
that was a smart play. That was a smart play. Dark Neff. Somewhere right now, right now, Hollywood Rob TV is putting on his do-rag to take it off and tell you again, once we go back, how much he stands, Dark Neff, because of plays like that.
That was unnecessary. Satsui no Nephew.
Wow.
Showing
I think
off.
it's the highlights. It's the frosted tips. Maybe Puck was on to something. Maybe that's what happens. You get the highlights, you go higher in the tiers of Street Fighter V. It makes sense.
He just sunned him. He definitely just sunned Mikey.
Wow.
Nasty.
What?
I don't feel good.
Match.
I don't feel good.
That was the first match, bro.
Oh. Oh!
Wow. From downtown. Even flip to palm.
Ooh.
That jab again, punish. Yep. And you saw what Mikey did right there. Samurai actually jabbed, walked back a little bit, made him commit to it, and then punished him. There's the activation. Nephew tick throws. Coming up looking for fake out. Still looking for a throw. Still looking for it. And now you see Samurai looking for a big life lead. That means this B trigger could possibly be the last one we see from Nephew. If Samurai gets what he wants, he can close out this round.
Oh, I was waiting for it.
It
was only a matter of time. He was going to catch a limb regardless. He was throwing out the fiercest, walking his way in, caught it with a medium punch, and now it's throw city. Okay, bringing himself out of the corner. Samurai, again, with that big trigger, is never so dangerous.
Wow, back throw.
One more touch.
Oh, just raw fireball. And once again, Nephew is completely aware of the dangers of Akuma fireball, as well as Samurai's ability to place them exactly where they need to be in these matchups.
Yo, he anti-aired very late with that low medium kick. How did he catch that? Immaculate. Rock bottom. That was so delayed. Great defense from Samurai, but even that was a sick attempt for him, trying to beat out a button.
You can see like this play is definitely taking another step, right? Now you're seeing like small staggers up close, very dangerous ranges that both of these guys are playing at, right? Kolin has some amazing buttons, especially for the neutral, and they take off chunks.
Specifically that standing fierce you saw right there, back roundhouse to check just in case, dashing up. No sir, Samurai didn't get the confirm he needed, but it was enough for Nephew to get that V-trigger on deck. Now he's harassing with ice.
Oh, wow.
That's not nice. EX air fireball, activation of your own.
So once again, this is how we saw Samurai get these games started. The EX to get through, stop the fireball, I'll stop you, the cross-up.
He blocked that? He actually blocked that. Nasty time. Oh, uppercut. Now stay
Watch
on
for
deck.
the demon. Oh God,
You
died. You died. Oh, that was what? If that was demon,
I thought that was a demon set.
I definitely thought that. I was like, bro, you're done.
I thought that was medium kick buffered into the demon. To be quite honest with you, there was enough time. I honestly, damn! What did he hit? What did he even hit? I just saw glass shatter in front of my eyes. There was no movement.
Knocked the beads down halfway down his body. That's why he wears them around his body now. First they was around his neck. He kicked them there around his body.
It was like phantom limbs. What happened? That was. I still don't know what he had. Could someone clip that?
He made Akuma tuck the beads in. You see that? Nephew, tuck your beads in, bro.
What beads? Well, my grandmama gave me these beads. Critical art on deck from Samurai. Any opening will lead to death against Nephew. Or for Nephew.
Oh! You've seen it before. You just seen it again. Samurai. The stand light kick confirmed. I know, St. Cole, it'd be like that. It'd be just like that. You see it once and you're like, man, he didn't do it on purpose. You see it twice and you're like, why did he do that to me? You see it a third time, you're like, man, my man is actually ridiculous.
How? What plane? What realm of existence is he on?
Astral plane.
I don't understand.
The astral plane, bro.
How?
Only permitted there, psychics and samurai. That's it. You got to be Miss Cleo, psychic, or samurai. That's it. That's the only way you get to play at that level. Because Samurai with the reads, the stand light kick confirmed in the CA. Every time I see it, he must. How does he not pop off when he does something sick like that? I would run around the house. I'm like, dude, did you see this? I would go to the mirror. Did you see that stand light kick that you did?
I bet
you're amazing.
I feel like he would. He would look himself in the mirror as he's sitting down. He's like, you know, you're actually the best. Thanks, Mikey. I know.
He just has it sitting across from him.
Yes, he has two mirrors side by side. He's like, Mikey, you're the best. Oh yeah, I think so too. All right, on to the next game.
Samurai is actually ridiculous.
He's insane. He's actually insane. Stand short, buffered into critical art. He was ready for it, and we literally prefaced it by any sort of touch will lead to your demise, Nephew. Be careful out there.
Oh, wow. Take this with you. What do you mean this? This CA. Dead.
Hold that.
Okay, there's a throw. I think we need to see a few more buttons in the neutral from Kolin if he really wants to make this get full control again. I mean, it's one game apiece, but it just feels like Samurai just turns these matches around like that.
Oh, I mean, we say that when it comes to pressing buttons in the neutral. Samurai has such a good job, or does a great job of placing his normals around set normals, right? He's counter poking, he's whiff punishing, the whole nine.
There, and I feel like this is, oh my gosh, the whiff punish. Not good. Parabellum once again. Wake up jab from Samurai. That could have been dangerous. Activates the trigger. We've seen the comebacks before and negates the fireball completely once again. Nephew.
Good discipline too, being able to scout out the fireball and not falling for any sort of trickery from Samurai. That could have been an empty jump. It could have been a jump normal, right? It would have been a big deal if you ran into it. But here comes Samurai, completely unfazed from the round prior. Back-to-back throws. The stun is there. Demon flip throw to be specific.
Is it? It's gonna take the damage or raw?
Uncooked. Send it back.
Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is the range that you need to hit more buttons with Kolin. This is where she's very strong. Backing up a little bit. I already knew it.
Looking for the escape, and the escape option comes in the view reversal instead. Picking a button at the right time. The damage is coming. But here comes the Oki. What's going to be okay? Another option.
Completely negates the V reversal. Definitely not going to get trigger on the table for Akuma. Samurai. Oh, he was looking for the confirm with the stand light kick. He was definitely going to go to EX Parabellum.
Yes, 100%. That any EX Parabellum will kill. He's trying to beat out. He's trying to beat out a little bit of fireball.
He's spent that bar. He's going to get one more back. 30 seconds just left on the clock.
Oh, that was
Oh, no. Oh.
You know for a fact.
That was a drop.
Nephew buffered EX Parabellum.
Yeah, you know he did.
Short.
That's what happens when the pace of the game slows. Those nerves start to kick in no matter who you are. Sometimes it happens to the best of us. Nephew had that game in. That was done.
Oh, and now he's going back to the fundamentals, right? Swinging as soon as he sees the whiff, going for the full punish, gets the Oki as well. Great delayed tech, low forward counter hit. Fireball, get off me.
There it is.
The fierce.
Exactly what I was talking about. More of these buttons in this up close range. Makes Samurai respect the spacing. Dive kick, that's the second one we've seen. He only started doing it once we saw that ground play get a little more active from Nephew. Here we go.
Other
Side switch. DD? Nope. Ooh. The jab worked out after the activation.
Now he's backing out. He's chilling. Oh, no, he's zooming right back in. Crush counter midair. Uppercut still manages to find the mark. Doesn't have trigger on deck. And he has any combo, any confirm into CA is a possibility for Samurai.
Spins the last of that trigger.
Oh, now he's in prime position to steal it back.
I bet you ain't gonna do it again though.
Oh, that's what I'm
Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I was like, yo, if he does this again, I'm getting afraid. Like, I'm not even playing and I'm watching, I'm like, bro, he's got CA. I don't know if you want to be that close. Like, if I was radioing, I'm like, Nephew, he actually already has a trigger. Don't go in.
Leave
CA
out of
is
there right now?
Just get out of there right now.
Nephew!
Nephew!
Don't go in there.
That was
The phone
actually
was
pretty
The
wild.
frosted tips! No, I'm just kidding.
You're thinking about that moment too. Colleen, again, just opting not to walk away, right? Nephew just sitting there and waiting for that medium kick. I think, again, Samurai would have thought, okay, Nephew's going to back away, maybe throw out a light. I'm going to try to whiff punish it or counter poke it. Instead, Nephew just sat there and it forced that buffer into the red fireball from Samurai. I think he was trying to read Nephew moving back and throwing normal in that instance. Because that is punishable, right? Medium kick into that fireball, heavily punishable. Or at least with the light kick, I should say.
Already, once again, Samurai's back to this wall. This is where Nephew said he wanted this character to stay. Stand light kick once again. Oh my gosh.
Getting phantom limbs, I'm telling you.
Man, these small little micro steps to get out of the corner to start your offense from Samurai is so important. It's not working out so much because the life lead is definitely in favor of Nephew, but here's a chance. Samurai with the side switch combo after the activation. Oh, had the counter hit, didn't believe, and this is not going to be good. Not going to be able to kill, but this next situation is not going to be the best. Tries to go for the 10. Oh, wow, he just did it again.
Again,
What kind of
similar situation. I don't know, Steve, but I'll tell you what, those slippers do not look comfortable when going through ice. 100%.
Yeah, man, those things aren't built for the weather, bro.
I'm surprised he never gets, like, frostbite. Oh! After that, maybe. Crush counter.
Wow!
Oh!
Clip it. I need somebody to digital scissors that and send it to me ASAP. Thank you.
Free shipping and handling? Oh, speaking of handling, throwing him into the, at least closer to the corner.
Sends out the fireball, forces the jump, and still ready to check the landing. I like that. Demon flip.
Ooh.
There's the activation. And once again, using that vanity step to kind of get the proper spacing so he does not have to worry.
Dashing up 3 times over?
Nephew's tick throws, bro. The trigger's active, look for the throw.
Ooh.
And not even spending a lot of meter, just waiting. I love how they're managing their V-trigger meter. They're not spending too much. Samurai, on the other hand, he's like, yo, if I get a hit, I'm going to spin that big V-trigger. I'll spend it all.
Yeah, do you see how reluctant Nephew is, like, to press a button? Now that he's built V-trigger for Samurai, now he's a lot more active with his normals, right? He was just kind of waiting, but he understands the situation. He's slightly at a deficit, and time is running out, as well as his V-trigger. So now it's a problem. He has to wait for Samurai to bust out. If not, he's going to have to hit him with his mix. He has life lead now. Barely, but it's still a life lead. Full critical art as well.
20 seconds left on the clock. Oh, he's not. Oh, he is going to spin it. Dead?
No. But trigger is still on deck. No, stop that. No snowstorms.
Yo, eat these fireballs, though. Oh! Not dead. Not dead. It's 5 seconds left on the clock.
He has to do something.
Life lead still in favor of Samurai.
Yes,
He's
so
just
smart.
a waste of time. That
There's
was godlike.
no way
that
to
was
stop that
godlike.
from happening. Samurai with the invincible DP because he's still in V-trigger. There is no stopping that.
All right, once again, Samurai, 2 games to 1. Nephew with the lead. Just slowly but surely.
Talking about that fireball. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, but still, it was like Parabellum.
And that's the situation we saw last time that Samurai actually punished. Steeled, gets the advantage right now, gets the crush count on that crouching heavy punch, stun on the table. Samurai activates off the heavy kick. Didn't get anything big. Yeah, he didn't get anything big, but he's definitely backing off a bit now. Life.
Yes, sir. Fireball. Yeah, you were going to say the life lead heavily in favor of Samurai. Willing to throw out that fireball. And again, Nephew just mistimed it. He was looking for it. He's like, I know you're looking for this. How are you going to actually react to it?
Oh my gosh. Wait, it's not over yet, though. This is a lot of work. This is an uphill climb. In the words of Blade, somebody's trying to ice skate uphill.
That sounds like a treacherous task, honestly.
Hey, man, that's what happens, bro.
You're dead. You're actually dead.
Stun
If
him.
you're not dead, you're stunned.
Oh.
Best of both worlds. Best of both worlds, honestly. If it didn't kill him, it was going to stun. If it didn't stun...
No, that's true. That's true. That's true. Look, the fact of the matter is that
I would have been surprised.
Samurai is now actually on the back foot now. He's on the back foot because Nephew is playing this up-close game. He's ready with these normals at these points. He's waiting. He's like, look, if you get close enough, I know that you're trying to play this highly reactive game, and I'm going to punish you for it. And he's mostly using it while he's in trigger because he knows that foot speed goes up a little bit and is working out. What does Samurai have to do to get control back of these rounds? Because it seems like it's slipping away when he has the lead. He gets triggered. He can't capitalize in some instances, but then Nephew gets triggered, and he's spending meter like crazy. Like, he's V-reversing, he's trying to keep control, and it's still working out in his end, and it just feels like he has a more collected game, you know?
You know, from this side, it's objective survive. When that V-trigger gets hit, dog, you got to survive everything that she does, but it's easier said than done. You know, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. We've seen it from Akuma.
Yeah.
The parry, the DPs, and things like that. It's just putting that together in the match. Easier said than done against someone like Nephew.
And so we're still continuing on with the match. Again, Nephew and Samurai, this is actually kind of ridiculous in a sense that you don't get these kind of matches often. This is full concentration on one person, right? Nephew and Samurai, you still can't call it, but Nephew, again, in the lead 3-1 versus Samurai.
More buttons on the table this time around for Nephew.
A buffet of buttons. Oh, yeah, he was baiting that out. I feel like it was slightly telegraphed. He wanted to keep Samurai on his toes. Oh, that fierce always prevails. Dash him twice. Oh, no, instead, make it nice with the ice. I like that.
I do see that he jumped back out of that ice setup. I'm a fan. Yeah, just to get through.
Again, being able to look out for the fireballs. So important for Nephew. But now, with that life lead, he's playing it out.
It's smart text on both sides, though. Oh, not that one. Whoa, what?
I'll take that. That might have...
That could have been a lot worse.
Attempt to cross-cut DP, an attempt to stand medium punch. I can't tell. Ooh.
Wow. What a fireball. Do it again.
He did it in the air. He called it.
Oh, Oh, I can shimmy too. You shimmy me, I shimmy you. I'm telling you right now, he hit him with the shimmy last game. He came back. Oh, I got one of those. Put on your dancing shoes.
Hit him with the ODB. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yay. Put in the fireball so I can blow you away. I'm telling you.
Bars, Jeremy, bars!
I'm in there. Oh boy, the counter hit off the straight jab, pushing him into the corner. Again, the wake up jab instead, counter hit. Okay, I like that counter. I like the option that Nephew presented with the jump out, but the stun is still imminent, and it's there. You're actually, you're living.
Yeah.
No,
Nah.
I lied. It's Akuma. Who am I to say that he's living? Who am I to be that? I can't say that. You can't say that. Can I say that? Am I allowed to?
Commentators,
You could be wrong.
Ah,
You could say
we
it.
could be wrong, but we could tell them that we're wrong.
Ah, it's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. I was never wrong in the first place. I was telling you he was gonna kill.
Bam, there it is,
I told
right?
you that.
We were all
It was a
experiencing
rhetorical
it at the same time, and it was a rhetorical question. That's the best way to put it. There you go. You gotta cover your
That's what I'm talking about.
You got him.
No, I gotta say though, that was a super big blowout coming from the side of Samurai, right? That was a quick, second win for him?
That was the second one. So what is it? It's 3-2 now.
Right.
Samurai going more to that shimmy side of things. Once again, he does like to answer back with buttons. He likes to answer back with buttons, but he loves to play that kind of neutral side. Nephew kind of tilted his hand a little bit, going for more of this up-close range game, going for more of the setups, because now he's starting to waste more of that V-trigger to make that happen. If you notice what's happening, he's spending a lot of V-trigger dealing with fireballs and stuff like that just to get through and keep Samurai honest. I feel like this is the game Samurai excels at. I feel like if he's controlling your resources with his options, he's winning the match. Could the numbers say different? But to me, he's winning the match because eventually it's going to catch up and that pace is going to even out and you can get another game on the board. Will it happen? We're about to find out.
Yeah, you're thinking about longevity, right? This is a first to four, best of 7 matchup. Right? So you're trying to condition your opponent as much as possible for those shining moments. So you're forcing that kind of error on your opponent. You're also stacking mental damage.
True.
That's what's very important in the long run. But here comes Samurai again. Despite the life deficit being bullied into the corner, Nephew, again, okay, he lost the momentum, brought it all the way back. Now he's just skating on ice. Oh, but what do you do when you reach a roadblock?
You said he's skating on ice, seems like thin ice. If Nephew gets started right here, this is going to be trouble.
Oh, one more sequence. He's swimming with the fishes, frozen in place.
Wow. Ice fishing? Wow.
I'm telling you, man.
One more round, and it'll be 3 up. Let me get a final game in this Nephew Samurai set here.
Put a side of fries, please. Here we go. Samurai again, sitting at nearly full critical art, but a big confirm there from Nephew. Well, actually,
Ooh, that was big damage, though.
yeah.
Knocked down in the corner. The jump out with the light attack, that was really good. I feel like a lot of people play Street Fighter and they don't really understand like how effective using some lights on the jump in to kind of change that hitbox early on, how effective that can be. Samurai, of course, well in the know. Go for the low. Tick throw. Stuck in the corner. Oh my gosh.
That could have been big. That could have been a stun. That could have been one and done. Okay. Activation there from Nephew. And Samurai not backing off for the fireball game instead.
Make him spend it. I'm telling you right now, he's managing his resources by making him commit to some of these things. And now he's playing back because he wants to react to the fireball.
There it is! Nephew within perfect range. But danger zone. Samurai with trigger. Fully activated. He's baiting it out. He's baiting some sort of movement. Jump fierce instead. Nephew is looking. Yes, sir. He does have the trigger. Looking for the fireball, though. Forward throw. Don't do it. Yes, sir. You see, look. He's baiting.
He's looking for the jump back. He can't do air fireballs if he's close enough. He went for the tick throw, and it still landed. He's not dead. Oh, my. Oh,
he's going to get. He's too far.
Oh,
he's too far. He thought he was going to get the continuation. There are some things Akuma can't do. He can't extend his limbs like he's Dawson. He can't be doing that. Put some Jordans on his feet. I promise you, he'd be able to reach. He would have reached.
And a
if he had
headband?
the proper footwear. 100%.
Set point, Nephew. This SFL Classic. Man, we can say that now. This is the SFL Classic.
Certified.
Oh, standing inside of Akuma's ear, bro. Jeez. Samurai in trouble. Oh, wow. Tries to go for the throw. Crouching medium kick, and there's those buttons. Wow, almost clashed with it. Spins the fireball.
Counter hit, low medium kick. Oh, how many frames afterwards? How many frames did you get?
Playing back once again. You see the activation coming. There it is. This is not good. Goes for the cross up. I like the delay get up by Samurai. Dash up.
Trigger low. He's trying to force Nephew to fall back, but still, Nephew stood his ground, actually sat there and blocked.
Look at it, just waiting for a button so it can get out of the way. And look at that, no more trigger on the table. In these situations, Nephew has been able to close out matches. Samurai taking it away from him and still has a chance. Still has full CA, a little bit of trigger. Spins the rest.
You know he's fishing. Double dash forward! He's playing a different game. Another throw. That's rock bottom, and Nephew takes it over Samurai 4-2 with an impressive feat of courage, moving all the way through with the double dash throw and another throw afterwards. Insane amounts of courage from Nephew.
Bruh.
Oh my God.
What just happened?
What a set.
He's playing Mario Kart.
What a set.
My man's double dashing on throw.
Dashing with the partner on the back.
Exactly. Shouts to the homeboy Thomas for that one. Listen, that was ridiculous. If it wasn't the grease, the grime, the slime on the V trigger, it was the absolute footsies from Nephew to disallowing the fireball approaches, which has always been a problem for Kolin, right? She can't deal fireballs very well. She got to spin the bar. You got to be really smart about it, and that's what Nephew was doing. Being real smart about it. You see the crush right here in the follow-up on this replay. He came to play, man. And look at that, getting the stun and done. Nephew keeping the pressure. That medium
this is disgusting.
Oh, watch this.
Yo, please, somebody.
Yo, censor this one. Censor this one. Twitch.
Hit me with the digital scissors. Clip this bad boy and send it to me, because that was actually ridiculous.
I was waiting.
Put it in the garbage.
Right.
It gotta go somewhere else.
It gotta go somewhere else. Put it in the garbage disposal.
We're gonna have to bury that one.
I swear, if I got hit with that, you would have instantly heard the wham wham. I was out of there so quick. I was out of there so quick. That was disgusting.
Oh wow. Gets over it. Gets over it.
See, and that's the thing, is like making the most of these situations, right, to get that stun. It takes someone that is so mindful of their meter usage, not only in V-trigger, but also the X-bar to get to the fireballs, but as well as that spacing, to get that max distance, get the crushes and things like that, and get the follow-ups, where she really excels at. And Samurai just wasn't able to compete. We did saw him try to fight back, but he wasn't with it like that.
Yeah,
Those
those games were so good, man. So good. I mean, we're only a piece of the people, the strong minds, the intelligent Street Fighter minds watching these matches. Let's get some words from our analyst.
Yeah, I mean, amazing play. We always knew that was going to be an extremely high-level set for sure. But, you know, Rob, I think to me there were 4 things that stood out the most in that match. One was that both seemed extremely prepared for what the other could do.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were about to list all 4 of them. But yeah, I agree with that 100%. I will say one thing that Samurai did not account for was the fact that early on, there was this cool thing. Samurai had a cool idea. There's a big difference between a long set, like a 1st to 4, and something just like a 1st to 2 that happens in a regular tournament. Samurai early on, immediately in the first round, did things like jab DP, which is something that's very risky. He woke up with a wake up low forward. He was extremely active and extremely aggressive with his defensive options. And I think that was meant to make Nephew question himself more later on in the set, so that he would stop pressuring him as much, when really Samurai was gonna calm it down. But Nephew was completely undeterred because he is from the dark world. He is the dark lore of that world. So why would he be scared of anything? But good games by Samurai and Nephew. That was amazing.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, the level of matchup knowledge we saw between those two was the highest of all the matches. I mean, that was my favorite match by far today. The answers to the situations that were presented were just phenomenal. But I gotta say, like, the main thing that stood out to me is that Nephew was just one step ahead, both in the footsies, the ground game, the neutral, and then when he fell behind and had to pop that V-trigger, his V-trigger counted way more than Samurai. And what was really going on there was a lot of resource management. If you didn't notice, like, Samurai, the fireball game is pretty strong for Akuma against Kolin. However, she has options that are resource dependent to go around it. EX Vanity Step and her V-Trigger 2 extension moves with the stab that go through them. Samurai was often trying to do like low forwards and not canceling the fireball, and you would see Neff just empty EX Vanity Step out. He's looking for the fireball to punish. So they're kind of dancing around this resource management so they can unlock their options. Samurai doing empty jump fierce in the middle of the screen with V-Trigger, because the fireball would be punished by Nephew's meter or V-Trigger usage. So they're both playing this mind game, but every step of the way, when Nephew popped V-Trigger, it counted more. When they were neutral, the whiff punishes were more present and the damage was there.
Yeah, it seemed like Nephew had sort of all of the things that you want to have, as well as that extra comeback factor, whereas Samurai was just kind of relying on that comeback factor, which ultimately didn't work out.